Hello, we're back together.
Hello.
Welcome to Get Real Estate with Liz and Marie. I'm Liz.
And I'm Marie.
And we have been apart for a while.
I know. It's been a couple weeks. I haven't been able to do this.
I know. And last week, it got all debacle being in two separate parts of the country. So
Yes.
Anyway, sorry about that, but we still have fun things to share. Yay!
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Some cool updates. What's going on in the real estate market here in the Phoenix metro area? There's always some cool things going on.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what's going on. It's getting cooler out there, Marie.
It is getting cooler out there.
Under 100 degrees for the last couple days.
Liz, this is a real estate podcast, not a weather forecast.
It's just coming into our season.
She wants to be like Vanna White or a meteorologist in her next life.
No, I'll do one quick thing. A meteorologist is one person that can be wrong at their job 90% of the time and get to keep it, though.
And get to keep their job. No, that is true.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
You're silly. All right, so say hi if you're tuning in. We want to know who's out there listening to us, two crazy ladies here in Chandler right now. That's where we are. Okay, so let's just go over a couple of numbers. Liz keeps laughing at me because I like to keep pointing out the fact that our inventory has slightly gone up each week. Okay, it's been legit 5 weeks in a row, guys. Okay, but all of Maricopa County. And again, I'm only talking about active listings, so not coming soon or under contract or pending or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but active listings right now is 7,289. That is across all of Maricopa County. But that number has increased by 67 from last week, and it has increased each week for the past 5 weeks.
But we're still under 8,000, let alone 22 as being normal.
I know. We still have plenty to go.
Yeah.
But it's a great time to sell your property. Definitely.
Yeah, but look at some of these other numbers that are down, though, Marie.
Yeah, so some of the cities went down. Phoenix is down 27 listings from last week. Scottsdale's down 10. Tempe's down 16. But Chandler and Mesa are up. So 22 extra listings in Chandler and 37 in Mesa, which is pretty.
Right. Which doesn't equal 67, but remember that's only a small snippet of all the cities that surround Phoenix.
Yeah, these are just the major cities that we work in. So that's the ones we like to share with you guys, right? So if you have a property you want to sell in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, Chandler, or Mesa, let us know.
Yes. And if you're outside of that area, still let us know.
I know. But those are the 5 major ones that we really kind of market to. So with that, the median price point has pretty much remained average. There's a little bit of wiggle room in some of the cities. Scottsdale went up 19,000, but next week it could go down 40,000 because the price point in Scottsdale is just so high. And so I think the rest of the cities are pretty insignificant, $4,000 or $5,000 differences from last week. And then even the average days on market has stayed pretty consistent. I think in Tempe it did jump up maybe like 5 days or something, but I mean,
it's still it's not that long.
Yeah, I mean, average days on market right now in Tempe is 69 days. Okay, so you're gonna list your house and sell it in just over 2 months. And 30 days is a kind of a normal contract out here. So within a month, you're getting an offer in most locations. I mean, Chandler is still at 28 days, which is crazy. So that's complete from when they listed to when it's sold. So it's quick. People are buying up in Chandler and Mesa and quickly. Rentals too. The rental market has stayed steady, but nothing crazy going on. No big jumps in rent, or even the number of active rentals hasn't really significantly changed. I think kind of across the board, the median rent for all of Maricopa County is $3,245. So
that's a mortgage payment.
That is a mortgage
payment. We can help you with the house.
I know. And so if you're interested in a rent to own, because maybe you just don't qualify right now, but you will in the near future, we can help you with that too.
Program.
Yeah, we have a whole new program we've just developed around that. So, okay, let's talk about news.
Okay, so I found an article in my Phoenix Business Journal, which I talk about all the time. I love that
She does love
publication.
the Phoenix Business Journal.
And there was just something out about the 25 hottest markets in the United States.
Yeah.
And we fall right in there.
Well, and I like this article in particular because I always kind of give you crap about the Phoenix Business Journal and them not releasing all of the information, right? You get like the first paragraph if you don't subscribe to them. But this one was cool because they did it in a slideshow kind of format with the actual data. So even though I wasn't able to read the full article, I was able to look at all the data for the 25.
And that was what was most important.
Right. So we are going to post the link in our blog so you can check out the article. But I'm just going to say, I was just in Florida. I was in Orlando, but my mother-in-law lives in Jacksonville, Florida.
And I have a property in Jacksonville.
And yes, Liz has a property in Jacksonville. And that was the bottom of the list. That was 25. So out of the top 25.
25, that was 25. But I counted in there, and it's interesting because Florida, California, and the East Coast, like North Carolina, held the lion's share of the properties in that list.
Yeah.
And so you kind of get that where people, it's that, warmer kind of climate a little bit, or has the potential for the ocean to be nearby. So,
yeah.
So Jacksonville, but that's I don't know. I haven't been there, but it's kind of an industrial.
I mean, yeah, it's not necessarily a place that you want to live, in my opinion. But there's a lot of people that live. I mean, you know what? I shouldn't say that. It's just not a place where I want to live, but it is a very big metropolitan area. I mean, somebody was saying like, it's not easy to fly into Jacksonville. I was like, it's so easy to fly into Jacksonville. There's so many airlines that fly there. I mean, it is a major hub in Florida. There is, I don't even know the industry.
Well, but you're in Florida, so you're near the beach, you're near Disney, you're near.
Yeah, I mean, my mother-in-law, I think, drove 3 hours to meet us in Orlando. So cool place. So just wanted to shout out Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix, Arizona came in the top 3. So
hottest real estate markets.
Yes, and it was basically related to the percent increase in change over the last year, the last 6 months, and the last 5 years. So Phoenix, Arizona has had a 30% change in value up, right? We're going up since last year, and a 73% increase over 5 years.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's good for me when I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's good for the properties that I bought 5 years ago, and I wish I bought more of them 5 years ago.
Yes.
And then, so Austin, Texas was the number 2 spot.
We also know that we have business associates there.
Yeah.
We definitely say it's a crazy market there too.
And if you've never been to Austin city limits, you should go. It's awesome. But they had a 41% change in the past year and 70% change over the last 5 years. And then number 1,
another market we're in.
Another market that we are working in, and it's crazy to me that Boise, Idaho is the top market in the nation with a 44% change in value since last year and 127% increase over the last 5 years.
I know, it's crazy. And this is how much Maria and I were interested in Boise that we took a road trip or a field trip up to there. We did not take a road trip. We took a field trip up to there to see it and met with some realtors and some title people, and they were telling us how crazy it was.
Yeah.
It's not that we didn't believe them, but we didn't believe that it was truly as crazy as they were saying it was. So
I mean, it is such a quaint little city, compared to, I mean, it was raining, but it's like cute, and there's lots of little shops and restaurants and like little, I mean, it's little to me. I grew up in New York City.
I know. And so we had a personal tour of somebody that lived there. So yeah, that helped too, because we knew the ins and outs.
Yeah.
I want to mention one other city that we didn't put on there, and I want to mention it because we have friends that have invested there, and you have been sent some leads on some multifamily. But that's Kansas City, Missouri was on that list too, as number 11. And so, and we just had a friend here last week, a coach and mentor from there. So
it's from Kansas City.
Yeah. So that's definitely, so you girls out there that have invested in there, you're still in one of the top 25 hottest markets. So
yeah. And I want to buy a multifamily out there. So if you know anyone with a good multifamily, Kansas City, let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that was great. And so we're going to post the link to the article so you guys can check it out. And then across the nation,
Well,
now here.
yeah, so
now
back
we
here.
focus here.
So now I'm going to go back to another article I read in the Phoenix Business Journal about the areas of Goodyear and Buckeye, which are on the west side, the southwest side of the Phoenix metropolitan area. And we have a new freeway that was built a couple years ago. And the industrial businesses that have gone in out there are crazy.
It's true.
And so now what's happening is these developers are getting ready to develop pretty big parcels of land out there. And so it's really exciting,
Yep.
you know, because it's, of course, you know, the other nuances come with that, traffic. And,
Right.
But these jobs, these people need places to live that are working out there, and to have those industries come out here is so amazing. And, you know, we were talking about, there's an airport out there, which you did a little bit of research on, the Goodyear AirPark. So these businesses are near this airport and then near I-10, which leads you over to Los Angeles.
Yep.
And down to San Diego, and then of course all the business. So it's just, and it was unanimous. Like, I think City of Goodyear was jumping up and down to get these developments, you know, out there. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so I did my own research and found an article in AZ Big Media, which I like because I can always access their articles. But they are talking about a 7 million square foot Goodyear AirPark, or it's on the AirPark, but this is not going to be part of the airport. But it is zoned for industrial and retail space. So there's going to be 1.6 million square feet of space over 6 buildings that they're planning,
amazing.
You know, in their first leg of renovations. And obviously, you know, they'll be building for a while. So I just think it's so awesome. And like you said, there's the ballpark out there, right? So spring training for Cincinnati Reds and Cleveland Indians. If you guys are fans, you should definitely come check out spring training.
I know, we have to tell Marie it's not the Cleveland Indians anymore. It's the
Oh my
Cleveland
goodness.
Guardians now.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Well, that's so bad because that was then wrong in that article because I just copied
That's
it over.
okay. No, that's all right. I don't think a lot of people, it's still the Indians for the Cleveland fans, so.
Okay, good.
Say that.
But I don't care because I've been to so many different spring training games for all different
Oh, it's so fun out here. It's so fun.
teams. You know what I mean? I mean, I grew up a Met fan and they do spring training down in Florida, so they're not here. But I love seeing all the local teams.
Yeah,
The
spring training
Diamondbacks,
is
the
definitely
Cubs.
fun.
You know, shout out to JJ because he came out here to see the Cubs with us. So
No, he didn't. He
Yeah.
came out here to see the Dodgers.
did
The
you
LA
see the
Dodgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it. You know what? I'm
It's
killing all the
Chicago.
baseball references
It's
today.
all right.
It's a
It's
good
all right.
thing. I'm in real estate.
I know.
Ah,
It's all right.
just ignore me, guys.
I know.
Totally Dodgers. Oh
Yep.
goodness, I'm not tagging you, JJ, in this now because you're gonna kill me for getting it wrong. But anyway, there's just so much being built out there.
Yes.
I mean, the article that you checked out was about residential, right?
Yeah, well, there's these communities, so there's a 1,300 acre parcel in Goodyear that's gonna be developed. So it will have, did I write that down? About 3,000 homes that'll go in out there.
Yeah.
And then some retail space and some commercial space. And then it's gonna butt up to another parcel of development that's happening on 900 and some acres.
Yeah.
That's also being developed. So
We need more we need more housing in the Phoenix metro area. So Goodyear's a little bit far for me, but it's great that it's happening.
well, it is. I mean, you know, we're landlocked now. I mean, we can only get to the outside. So
Yeah.
you know, there's just infill places now within the city.
Tempe's not getting any bigger.
No,
That's
no, it
the
only
joke.
goes up. Yeah, Tempe can't get bigger, it can only get higher.
So yeah, so those are really the big news.
Now,
right?
what was your
Local
fun thing?
news.
Because now I see my little thing.
Okay. Oh, she's got her little.
I
She
got it.
brought a prop today. But anyway, our local news or local fun fact, we always like to share something with you. So this was another article that you found. So you can talk really more about the article.
Well, it was just about the Pony Express, and they were, well, okay, so first let's premise that by saying it was the Pony Express that ran the mail.
Yeah.
But then Marie looked it up and said, this stat has to be wrong, because it really only ran the mail for 1 year.
It was literally like April of 1860 to like May or June of 1861. So I'm like, oh, they were only in business for like a year. It was apparently a financial failure as a business opportunity.
But now I think they probably make more publicity and everything off of the fact that it's the Pony Express, and they still do these Pony Express runs.
Yes. So, I mean, I think it is cool. They reenact this historical Pony Express. to help raise money for communities that help people with special needs. So they provide horse therapy, which is pretty awesome. And so, yeah, you want to try and pronounce that?
No, and
the
then-
Phoenix JC Comancheros.
Comancheros.
I will say Comancheros.
Yes.
That is not probably the correct
Yeah, that sounds
pronunciation.
pretty good. We just may have to roll something.
Ooh, okay. It didn't roll
But
off
the
tongue.
thing is, when they do it, they're actually delivering the mail.
Yes.
And so that's where my prop comes in, because Marie went to the
You gotta go
Grand
the other way.
Canyon. I know.
Way.
But she went to the Grand Canyon and she sent me this postcard from the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and it actually is stamped that it was carried by a mule.
Yeah, so there's no more ponies now, but there are
There is.
still mule carriers at the bottom of
The
the
bottom
Grand.
of the Grand Canyon, Phantom Ranch, it says.
Yes,
It's a
so
real thing.
I want you to comment below if you've ever been to the bottom of the Grand Canyon,
Yes.
because we want to hear about your adventures. We share ours, but this one is so cool. I actually ordered these before I went there, so if you are planning to hike down to the bottom of the Grand
Bring your
Canyon, you
postcards.
can buy some postcards there, but I bought like the old school, like vintage version of it, and it's like the coolest thing,
Yeah.
I think. So this was, 1930s, 1940s postcard from the Grand Canyon. I bought
And
them.
delivered by you.
Yeah, and delivered by, I guess that's what's on this one, right? Mail.
Yeah.
From the bottom of the Grand Canyon. So pretty cool.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
And then in
that's our fun
Scottsdale,
fact.
every January, they have the Prada del Sol, which is a parade in the old town part of Scottsdale. And the
Yeah.
Pony Express is always part of that too. So
Are they?
yeah. It's
All right, I'm gonna have to check that one
Mhm.
out.
Yep.
All right, well, that is it for our weekly updates. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at what a mess we have. We have a lot of things on our to-do
Oh,
list
we are
out
very
there.
busy.
We're very busy.
But not too busy for anybody out
No,
there that needs some help from us.
It's good. Business is growing.
Yeah.
So if you need any help on any of your real estate needs in the Phoenix market, check us out. Go to our website, lizandmarie.com. Check out our lizandmarie.com/save now page if you want to sell, or check out our blogs. You'll find all these weekly updates, and then find us on YouTube, like our YouTube channel. I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Like our Facebook page, like our Instagram.
Yeah.
All those things. We're into all those things now.
Mhm.
So this was fun.
I know. It
I
was.
guess
I'm just
so
glad
happy
to be
with
back.
it. Yeah, we're together
Yeah.
again.
All right. We got to give them some peace
And love.
and love. And we'll be back next week for sure.
Yes.
So have a super good week. And just know the real estate market is hot. Still. All right.
Bye.
Bye.